Hi friends, welcome back. And if you are new here, then welcome. My name is Courtney. I am a Gen X stay-at-home mom and wife. And on this little corner of the internet, I post blogs, I chat about books and planners, and post other lifestyle content. Essentially, it's a chaotic mix of all the things that make me happy. And if that sounds interesting to you, then I hope that you will click the subscription. No. I hope that you will click the subscribe box down below. Wow, words are hard. And join me here. I will also have all of my other social media linked in the description box if you're interested in following me in other places. I'll link my Instagram, my Goodreads. I have a TikTok, which is kind of fun. Anyway, today we are here to talk about Preptober and NaNoWriMo. So I have, if you don't know, NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month. It goes from November 1st through November 30th, and October is sort of known in the writing community, I guess, or the writing community that participates in NaNoWriMo as Preptober. So I have attempted NaNoWriMo, I think 3 times, and they were all a spectacular fail. Once again, if it's something new to you, NaNoWriMo is where you try to complete a first draft or a draft of a novel or write 50,000 words. So all of my past attempts have been epic fails, and this year I decided, or I have sort of figured out, I guess by doing some like self-reflecting on like the kind of person I am versus the kind of person I think I am. And so I think for a long time that I have lived with this idea that I'm a fairly spontaneous person, and I don't know why I think I'm that person in my head, because I'm really not. I like a plan, I like planners, I don't like surprises. So this year, instead of pantsing, which is kind of where you fly by the seat of your pants and just write during November, I decided that I was more of a plotter. So I am using October as Preptober in an attempt to pull together like all of these ideas that I have in my head, prepare an outline, do all the things so that when November 1st hits, I can actually win at NaNoWriMo, which would be writing 50,000 words. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So I am going to, right, like I've had this kind of shift in my brain where I have kind of stopped saying to myself like, oh, it would be really cool if I did X, Y, and Z, or, oh, that's a really great idea, maybe down the line, you know, I'll be able to do whatever the thing is. And so I've started kind of saying to myself, like, I am the person that does this. So I am a person who can write 50,000 words in 1 month, even though November is kind of a hectic month. I am going to write a romance in November. The protagonists are going to be Gen Xers like myself, and it's going to be a bit of a second chance romance, I believe. So I have like a couple of things that I have been using. The first thing that was kind of like, duh, why did I never think about this before, was like, I love to read. I'm an avid reader. But I haven't really taken a writing class or done any writing since like my early, and I did not finish college, I'm a college dropout, but when I was going to college in my early 20s. So it sort of hit me like, why are you not like thinking about the actual like structure of a book and like the sort of foundation, that's the word I'm looking for, foundation of writing a novel. So I've been watching like a crap ton of YouTube videos, as one does when there's something that you want to learn. And this book was suggested not just by like indie writers who self-publish. It is also talked about by some traditionally published authors that I have found on YouTube. So it is Save the Cat Writes a Novel, the latest book on Save the Cat Writes a Novel, the last book on novel writing you'll ever need, by Jessica Brody. So there was an original that was called Save the Cat, I think, and it was about writing a screenplay, and lots of people were able to adapt that into novel writing, but this is for novel writing specifically. And I have found it very useful. As you can see, there's tabs and places that I've underlined. So I started reading this, I think like towards the end of September, and I'm just kind of going through and making notes and things that I think will help me as I like get my outline together. The other thing that I found is, and I will leave her channel linked down below. I'm sorry, there's like a cat or something outside and my dog is barking. And it's also the first Wednesday of the month, so like the emergency sirens are playing and that might be bothering her, I'm not sure. But anyway, there is, I think she's an indie author and she also does some editing, but her name is Natalia Lee and she has a YouTube channel. I will link it down below, but she offers this Preptober workbook. I think she's done it a couple of years, and I think that I'm correct in saying that she tweaks it a little bit every year, but you can go to her website and download this. It is basically like a donation, so you can like purchase it for however much you would like to pay for it. And then I just printed it out at home on my printer, but you certainly can have it printed at, you know, a Kinko's, is that still a thing? Or like Staples, Office Max, Office Depot, wherever. I have thought about taking it to get it wire bound, and I may if I'm kind of going out. There's Staples not that far from us. If I go out that way, I may take it, but right now I just have it clipped with a binder clip. And there are lots of kind of helpful, there's like how to set up a basic outline, there's like character questionnaires about your main characters, there's timelines, there's things about character profile, that's what I was trying to think of. There's sheets on, you know, brainstorming, there's sheets on kind of conjuring up your setting. So I just started kind of going through this on Monday, and figuring out what I needed and what was going to be like helpful to me on this project specifically. And then the other thing, I also listened to an audiobook. It also comes in like print version. I listened to it on Hoopla. I will probably end up buying a hard copy of it. There's one on Amazon, sorry. And the book itself is called Romancing the Beat, and it is specifically about writing a romance and the things that romance writers need to have in their stories to make it a successful romance. I also found this romance beat sheet. So in Save the Cat, there are beats that your story kind of needs to hit in order for it to really be a successful novel. And this beat sheet is, I I found it at jamiegold.com, but I will also link it down below. And it has the specific acts and beats for a romance. So I'm hoping to incorporate this beat sheet with the Save the Cat techniques, and that I'm hoping will be super helpful. And then I also have set up my writing journal. I'm a pen and paper kind of girl. I will write in November on my computer, but I also am just like a visual person, and I need to have things on paper. So, I mean, you can see I've been sort of scribbling down ideas and notes and all of those things when they come to me, usually in the pickup line at school. But I have, you know, set it up with some notes from when I was listening to Romancing the Beat. And then I also have taken some notes from some videos that I've watched and have them in there. And then I also found a Preptober checklist. I'll try to remember where I got this from, and link that in the description box down below as well. So I have this in my journal and I'm kind of ticking it off as I'm happy I have a few things kind of ticked off. I've created a Pinterest board for my characters and the setting. And yeah, I'm just like brainstorming ideas in here, things that I need to research, character names, all of that good stuff in here. So that is where I am. I am in the beginning. So this week my goal was to outline Act 1. So I'm currently filming this on Wednesday. It's going to go up this Friday, which I'm not sure what that date is. So I hope by the end of the week I will have Act 1 finished. There's 3 acts, but Act 2 is broken up into 2A and 2B. I've read things that the midsection is kind of intimidating, so if you break it down into 2 halves, it becomes a little bit more manageable. So that's outlining each act for each week in October, which is my goal. So when November 1st gets here, I will be ready to roll. I'm hoping to post an update for you on how my Preptober is going every Friday. So yeah, that's all that I have for you today. If you are participating in NaNoWriMo, or if you've won NaNoWriMo before, leave me a comment down below and tell me how you did, or if you have any tips on trying to figure out a writing schedule for someone who is a stay-at-home mom and has like other responsibilities. I'm not really sure how that's going to work for me in November. Yeah, so I will see you in my next video. If you've made it this far, I appreciate it so much. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. I will see you next time.